Perhaps this isn't the right time to bring it up, but I feel it's important that you know something about me. I love zombies. Like, all of them. I like the slow-moving ones and the fast-moving ones. I like the disinterested, I just want to eat your brains zombies as much as I like the rage virus zombies. It doesn't matter to me. Bring on the zombies. Now, I'm sure many of you are yelling at the screen right now, "Too soon, dude, you've crossed a line." And I get it, but bear with me. I think my healthy obsession with the zombie genre has given me a leg up on responding to the current pandemic we're living through. See, here's the thing about zombies. They don't care about you. They don't care about anything. Caring is not a category for a zombie. You can't reason with a zombie. There's no ability for self-reflection there. They have one and only one impulse, and that is to feed on and infect the population. There's a lot more I could say about this, my friends will attest. But for right now, the reason I bring it up is to highlight one constant you find throughout all the zombie literature. Don't make fun. Zombie literature is literature. No matter where a zombie story is set, or what caused the outbreak, or the particular flavor of Living Dead we're dealing with, the people who have survived understand that their continued survival depends on one thing, and that's a recognition that no matter how badly they want it, there is no going back. This is the way life is now. For the ancient Israelites, one experience of not being able to go back forever defined them as a people. When they were taken into exile in Babylon, everything they knew changed. They were taken from their homes and deposited in a foreign land where the psalmist says they were taunted and they were mocked. Before it happened, though, there was a bit of a debate going on between two prophets of God about how long this exile would last. One prophet was named Hananiah, the other Jeremiah. Hananiah was trying to paint a rosy picture of exile. It's only going to be 2 years, he told the people. That's it. Just buckle down, get through the 2 years, then we'll all come home and everything will go back to the way that it was. But Jeremiah knew, because the Lord had told him, that Hananiah was just flat out wrong. Gang, Jeremiah said, we're looking at 70 years of exile, not 2. So dig in, get used to it. Let's make the best of this. What Jeremiah was trying to help them understand was if all they did was wait around to return to Jerusalem, then their entire time in Babylon would only amount to a disappointment. The good news of God was happening right here, right now, he was telling them. Here's how he actually said it. Build houses and live in them. Plant gardens, eat what they produce. Take wives and have sons and daughters. Take wives for your sons. Give your daughters in marriage that they may bear sons and daughters. Multiply there. Do not decrease. In other words, give yourself fully to the place you are in. Learn its rhythms and discover how God lives and moves in that place. Make a life. Don't wish for an old one, make a new one. These are admittedly hard words to hear right now. Many of us had really good lives before the virus came, and many of us didn't, but at least it was somewhat predictable. So to be told that all we've known will not be coming back, to be told that we will have to live this vigilance for many more months, well, there's some grief in that, and that's going to work on us for a bit. But once the grief starts to subside, author and poet Sonia Renee Taylor encourages us to take a good, hard look at that life we're so nostalgic for. She says, "We will not go back to normal. Normal never was. Our pre-corona existence was never normal, other than we normalized greed, inequity, exhaustion, depletion, extraction, disconnection, confusion, rage, hoarding, hate, and lack. We should not long to return, my friends. We are being given the opportunity to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature." This new garment idea that Taylor speaks of, I think that might be part of something else the prophet Jeremiah told the people before they left for Babylon. "I know the plans I have for you, said the Lord, plans for peace and not for evil, to give you a future and hope. One more thing. A friend of mine recently shared what she tells her boys when they get anxious and afraid of what the future holds. She asks them, "Where are your feet right now?" Well, they're right here on this bed, or standing in this room, or barefoot in the garden. "Okay then," she says. "Well, all we can do is be where our feet are. And if we do that every day, we'll be okay." Friends, God has plans for us that are plans of peace and hope. And just like the people long ago, the best way to discover those plans is to grieve and let it go, and then patiently, expectantly, just be where your feet are. Just be where your feet are. Hey everybody, thanks for taking time to watch this week's video. If you enjoyed what you saw, you can subscribe to our channel by clicking right over there, that round button. And if you haven't seen last week's video essay, What to Say to People When They Say the Coronavirus is All a Part of God's Plan, you can find that right there. Just click and it'll take you right to it. Here's my favorite thing that did not make it into this week's essay. At one point, the prophet tells the people to pray for the city in which they find themselves, and that would have been very, very confusing to them. According to their religious understanding, the place where you prayed, the place where you worshiped, was at the temple. That's where you did it. You didn't do it anywhere else. And now they were being told that it was okay to pray someplace else. In fact, it would be very pleasing to God if they did that. I think that's pretty applicable to the time that we're living in right now, when we can't gather together in our normal houses of worship. We're all spread out. It's okay. It's okay. God thinks that's just as sweet. So continue staying safe, continue sheltering in place, worshiping in place, as it were, right where you are. Be safe, wash your hands, stop touching your beautiful faces. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.